All right, so the weather's warming up, so I changed my motif a little bit, and but I have some news for you. It's starting to pick up again. Okay, hopefully it stays hot for a while. The Giants, again, ever since they've missed out on Aaron Judge, they're starting to accumulate some pieces here. They brought in Manaea, and now they're adding another starter to the rotation. There's also talks about being in on Carlos Correa, but I have some news for you on that one too, which might intrigue you as well. And I'll give that to you in a second. But they've agreed to a 2-year, $25 million contract. And this is according to Jeff Passan, right out of ESPN and MLBTradeRumors.com. And he's been a fairly productive pitcher with the Blue Jays this past year. He was 10-4 with a 3.01 ERA, 134 innings pitched, 111 strikeouts with a WHIP of 1.02. So solid. Okay, this is another solid addition to the San Francisco Giants rotation. So, and again, I expect them to add more pieces as well. And they've already added, what's his name, from the Seattle Mariners. I'm drawing a blank on his name. Oh, God. One of their hitters. I totally forgot. But anyway, they added 2 starters as well. And this is a good move by the Giants. So now, pivoting to Carlos Correa. Right now, we're seeing that they are in deep talks. Carlos Correa is in deep talks. And I'll give it to you in a second here. This is MLBTradeRumors.com. He's in deep talks to return to the Minnesota Twins. Okay? And the Twins, and he's going to be coming back to, I guess, a fairly better team. And, they brought in Christian Vázquez last night from the Red Sox. And bringing in a good leader, a solid player to this team. So I could see him coming back. And potentially this could be also a lack of offers, too. Because we're hearing the Dodgers are not really in on him. And then we're hearing from last night from Michael Kay that the Yankees are not really in on him. So we don't really know what to expect. But he's probably not getting what he wants, but he was good with the Twins, and I could see him coming back and still getting a very, very good year, $30+ million with the Twins as well. So that's that's got some teeth too. Obviously, I'll keep you updated on that. So if anybody here is watching this and not subscribed, please do that before you leave. I greatly appreciate it, obviously, but now I want to make sure you don't miss any good content. And obviously, content. And if you enjoy the content enough, you're going to get a lot of it. So, and lastly, I have another piece for you. There's an article by the Empire Sports Media. I'm going to link it down below by Daniel Cunningham. And he's talking about the Yankees being pretty aggressive right now in the trade market. And he brings up one particular trade that, they're in contact with a lot of different teams. But he revisited the Marlins-Yankees trade where they were close to acquiring Pablo Lopez last trade deadline for Gleyber Torres. And apparently there was a rumor that Aaron Hicks was added to the deal too, but then they asked for Oswald Peraza, and it just kind of fizzled at the last minute, or like 3 minutes before the actual deadline. But now they're talking about it again. But what he's suggesting, and I'm going to link it down below so you read it for yourself as well, and come up with your own opinions on it. But that if the Yankees would be willing to fork up top prospects if the Marlins would add Jazz Chisholm to the deal. Jazz Chisholm would be a massive upgrade over Gleyber Torres at second base. Lefty, dynamic player, is 24. He's got boatloads of years of control left. He's going to get expensive through arbitration because he's that good. But what a dynamic player to bring into the infield. If they were able to facilitate that, and again, remember, they said that the Yankees have been working in the trade market, and with the exception of Carlos Correa, there's nothing in free agency that was considered bigger than Carlos Rodon, which we're still waiting for as well, waiting for that offer. And but the other thing is, you get a trade for there's a couple of trades that I think would be bigger than Rodon. We talked about Reynolds and Bednar already, and this one would be bigger. Rodon and Jazz Chisholm. If they can somehow pry Jazz Chisholm away, man, that would be a monster, an absolute monster trade. Now, I'm not saying they're willing to do it, but apparently they're expressing a willingness to do it, and they don't give any specifics as to which top prospects and whatnot, or what the package would look like. But I'll keep you updated on that one as well. But that I found pretty interesting and intriguing. And there's other stuff in that article as well, so take a look at it. I'm linking it right down below for you. But let me know what you think of the Giants signing. And again, and I'm still drawing a blank on the hitter, but it doesn't matter. So they're still a ways away from competing anyway. So, but Manaea and now Stripling, you're adding to Logan Webb and some of those other guys over there. They're coming up with a nice little rotation. It kind of reminds me of the Blue Jays in the American League East. It's just a lot of solid guys. You got a top guy up top with Logan Webb versus Alek Manoah, and then just a bunch of solid dudes behind them. It's kind of reminded me of the Blue Jays of the NL West, or at least rotation wise. And they're getting better quietly too, just like the Guardians are quietly getting better with the addition of Mike Zunino earlier. Okay, I put out a video on that one as well. It's just and other teams are quietly getting better too. And the Twins as well, quietly getting better. Christian Vasquez. And there are teams like the Phillies who are loudly getting better. So, or the Mets, who are, there's still actually, the jury's still up in the air as to what the Mets, did they really get better with the guys they brought in? They replaced guys and they did it in quick time, but how much better are they really with the pitchers that they swapped out 3 for 3 and bringing back Brandon Nimmo? So, it's kind of reminiscent of the Yankees, except the Mets have actually made significant, several moves and the Yankees have not. But that's what I got for you right now. One signing, one pretty heavy rumor, or pretty heavy speculation. It's not even speculation, actually. It's actually got teeth. They're deep into talks for Carlos Correa to return to the Minnesota Twins. And let me check Twitter really quickly to see if anything is deeper on that now, because that could be, that could overdo a lot of the other news as well. So, no, nothing yet. Nothing yet. But that's what we got for you right now. So let me know what you think of this news, folks, and I will keep it coming. Talk to you later.